Hello and welcome to National Focus for Wednesday, June 12, 2024. I am Julian Morris. In the headlines, over $2 million Petite Savanne to Delices Link Road gets underway. Dominica develops $40 million coastal zone management proposal, and major progress recorded on new Goodwill Secondary School. The details of the headline stories and more when we return. Welcome back. Residents of the Petite Savanne and La Plaine constituencies can soon look forward to the completion of the Petite Savanne to Delices Link Road. Excavation works have commenced on the project, and in the absence of natural disasters or other unforeseen events, it is anticipated to be finished in less than a month.
This is the advice from the engineers, approximately 20 days that they can get this job done. Of course, you have issues of force majeure, which may arise because you're in hurricane season. But that being said, if we have no work is interrupted, we will see crossing next month. We can cross from either sides, Petite Savanne and Delices.
The devastating effects of Tropical Storm Erika in 2015 led to the displacement of most residents and the destruction of the link road, leaving a lasting impact on the community. Notwithstanding government commitments to reconstruct the road since then, priority was initially given to housing the residents, as evident in the Petite Savanne resettlement in Bellevue.
A number of things had to be taken into consideration. First, you had to look at the stability of the area. As I said before, this area was a very flat place with a small trickle of water. So it took a few years to really study the area to make sure that we did not have any large burst of water as happened in Erika. And then we are now confident that they is safe, because even with the passage of Maria, the volume of water going down this gorge was no less than normal. So that again is another indicator that gives the confidence that we could go ahead and implement this project. And our people for, I think it's almost 9 years now, from 2015, 9 years. And we have always said it would be a matter of time and that we would deliver this relief to the people.
According to the Member of Parliament, the project will involve the construction of a Bailey Bridge, which is estimated to cost over $2.4 million.
We are using the bridge option, which will create a greater displacement below for the flow of water, but also it is less expensive. I mean, again, keeping all of the key parameters in place, such as safety and so on. So the length of this Bailey, I have been informed, will be around 36 meters long, and so all the components will be assembled here on site. As you can see, a clearing on this area within the next couple of days. So work will be happening simultaneously, such as the mounting of the Bailey Bridge, building of the abutments on either side of the banks, and so that the blocks can be placed and the bridge.
The project is being undertaken by Emil Gadakan et Fils. Though this project does not require a high volume of labor, employment opportunities will be provided to a few residents, along with qualified employees of the contracted company.
There are a few additional opportunities for some of our residents here who remain in Petite Savanne, who are willing to be engaged, such as security and other labor work when they will commence. But at this moment now, we are mostly engaging in the excavation, and soon you're going to have the mounting of the bridge, so which is more of skilled and expertise type of work. But for the physical labor, of course, they have already indicated that individuals here who are interested will be engaged.
Minister Defoe says this road project will bring more than just connectivity to the villages of Delices and Petite Savanne. He spoke to some of the added benefits of the project upon completion.
It is about the facilitation So yes, Delices, Petite, Savanne are the neighboring communities, but it goes further afield. For social cohesion, the people of the south and southeast communities like to socialize together, be it whatever type of social function, dominoes, sports, and so on. So you have that. You have commerce. They are well known to be agriculture producers. In the south, Fonseca and so on, we are well known to produce fish. So that this exchange and improved marketing will create increased economic activity for our people. Just commuting on a whole, the ease of commuting in itself for ordinary residents. I believe it reduces the travel time to Roseau, especially, let's say, example from Delices, by at least maybe 30 minutes in some cases. For those who drive faster, perhaps more. But that is tremendous. And significant because not just the average person, but especially considering school children who have to get out a lot of extra earlier to get it done. Think of, as a child and you want an extra half an hour. I mean, that can do a large a booster for you, in terms of your energy, your readiness for school and so on.
Meanwhile, 2 residents of the area are ecstatic about the anticipated project.
We have been waiting for this a long time. And if something is happening today now, I would say it's an answered prayer. I mean, many times we beat ourselves and say things is not happening, but sometimes we just have to wait and let things happen in due time.
We was waiting for that to pass a long time. So now it's coming closer, then, well, everybody's supposed to be happy with that. I feel a lot 100%, because I'll get more people to buy from my shop. People from Delices and anywhere, strangers, from the time they come there, they will stop and buy something. If they are forced, they drink some water or anything else. And we have the water, clean water there. We have our own water, we have our own electricity, solar, so just to keep the people from staying in the place.
The Green Climate Fund, GCF, is hosting a national stakeholders workshop towards strengthening the climate resilience of communities and ecosystems along Dominica's coastal areas. This workshop signals the official launch of the stakeholder consultation process for the preparation of a GCF funding proposal for the project titled Developing Climate Resilient Integrated Coastal Zone Management in Dominica. This is expected to lead to the implementation of a strategy to mitigate hurricane and flood damage along the island's coast.
For this coastal adaptation project, which is to be funded by the Green Climate Fund, or GCF, UNEP is what is called the accredited entity. So this means that we have a role in project supervision, oversight, to ensure consistency with the various GCF policies and processes. And we are very, very honored to have been chosen by the government of Dominica to have this role, and are also very excited to be building this partnership with the country.
The project responds to challenges posed to coastal communities by climate change, including damage to infrastructure from terrestrial and coastal flooding and storm surges. One key component of the project will be the design and implementation of green coastal adaptation measures.
Dominica has a population of about 72,000 people, with around 50,000 residing in coastal communities. So this is astounding. So most of our people are coastal people. These communities are intimately connected to the coast, which spans the remarkable 148 kilometers of coastline that we have and we boast of. Key blue economic sectors such as marine capture, fisheries, tourism, and ports and shipping form the backbone of our coastal economy and the national economy, if you want to put a greater perspective. Tourism and fisheries alone accounts for nearly 17,000 jobs, highlighting their significance. And I believe it is more because, as you know, there is always a lot of informal activities that are not usually covered by national statistics.
The project will also respond to the impact of hurricanes on natural assets such as coral reefs, resulting in the loss of livelihoods, including in the fisheries, agriculture and tourism sectors. The Honourable Minister says it's time to move on from diagnosing the problem to implementing already identified solutions.
As we embark on this journey, I urge each of you to engage actively, share your perspectives, and collaborate constructively. The success of this project depends on our collective vision and determination Together we can build a resilient and prosperous future for Dominica, of course, which we will do, where our coastal zones continue to thrive in the face of climate change. In closing, I would like to extend my gratitude to all our partners and to stakeholders for your unwavering support and commitment. Let us seize this opportunity to make a lasting impact on our nation's sustainability and resilience. Again, I look forward to the productive discussions and innovative ideas that will drive our integrated coastal zone management project forward. And not so much of discussion that goes around, but there are many things that we have settled on. So let us just put the fine print on it, and not just reinvent things. So we don't have a reason for another consultation.
The project will strengthen policies and community-led planning processes for coastal adaptation and mobilize public-private finance and investment for climate-resilient livelihood practices. Participants will discuss the strengthening of national and local adaptation planning processes and implement coastal protection measures and private sector investments to support early recovery from hurricane events.
It is indeed with great pleasure that we're witnessing here today the inception meeting for the development of full proposal valued at approximately $40 million for the project titled Developing Integrated Coastal Zone Management Project for Dominica for submission to the Green Climate Fund. My ministry as the National Designated Authority for the Green Climate Fund in Dominica shares the joy with the United Nations Environmental Program, UNEP, in finally getting approval from the GCF for this project concept note and the receipt of preparatory project financing from the GCF to develop the full proposal. Though it took more time than anticipated with different teams of consultants to receive the approval of the concept note, we're extremely happy to be at this current milestone in the project development phase.
Construction of the new Goodwill Secondary School continues under the China Aid Project. This as the government of Dominica and the People's Republic of China honor their commitment to rebuild 6 schools following the ravages of Hurricane Maria in 2017. So far, a firm foundation has been established, providing the level surface for prompt development of the school structure. Upon completion, GSS will serve as a designated center of excellence for technical, vocational education and training. Facilities for food preparation, electricity and electrical installations, garment production, fabric design, technical drawing, auto mechanics, visual and performing arts, industrial arts, refrigeration and air conditioning will all be incorporated. In addition, counseling, pastoral care, special education rooms, sick bay, fully equipped library, science labs, auditorium, canteen, staff quarters, and a multi-purpose hard court will be made available to meet the needs of students. You are watching National Focus. More when we return. Welcome back. WUSC Caribbean Dominica Inc. and Fine Foods Inc. have begun exploring a new partnership which will develop into a pilot marketing project in Dominica.
We're happy and elated for the partnership that we can testify of today because it is a very deep partnership. We're actually going to be running this marketing pilot jointly with Fine Foods Inc. But we're hoping that this marketing pilot can be a learning experience for other supermarkets to come on board as well. So
far, WUSC has led initiatives to prepare for the implementation of the pilot, such as training sessions and obtaining input from Massey Stores, the leading supermarket retailer in St. Lucia.
We brought Dunstan DeMille here from St. Lucia from Massey Stores, and he has been here twice on 2 occasions, meeting producers, visiting their farms, their facilities, meeting buyers, visiting their facilities as well, and he even had some exchange with one of the buyers visiting the facilities in St. Lucia. What Dunstan did for us was actually to help share the best practices as it relates to knowledge of what happens in St. Lucia and how Massey Stores connects with the farmers and producers and agro-processors as well.
Following the training sessions, 25 farmers will be engaged upon commencement of the pilot project.
It has been an interactive session. It's one of a few. We plan to have a few others down the road before the marketing pilot can be launched. and we're just actually trying to prepare our farmers to be able to better supply the supermarkets. The first session is today, but the marketing pilot will begin with 25 farmers who have been selected by the suppliers, well, I should say by the buyers, and out of that we hope that we can emerge and grow in terms of other pilots as well.
The pilot marketing project will enhance sustainable agriculture through establishing solid partnerships between agricultural producers and Fine Foods Inc., providing high-quality, locally sourced goods and empowering local farmers and producers. 8 councillors have taken the oath to serve on the Buika Village Council as the community convened for the 17th inaugural meeting last Monday. Incoming chairman of the Buika Village Council, Mr. Larry Smith, revealed that inclusive development will be a priority for the council.
Our vision for Buika is one of unity, one of progress and prosperity. Together we will work to enhance the quality of life for all our residents, addressing the challenges we face and seizing the opportunities that lie ahead. This is not a task for the council alone, but a collective effort. We invite every villager to join us, to share your ideas, your concerns, your dreams for our village. Let us make our development agenda inclusive from day one, with you at the forefront.
The chairman recognized the power of collaboration as a major driver of progress.
As I have come to realize, village councils sometimes are at odds with the intention and actions of central government. We are very mindful that this is counterproductive and understand too that without the support preferred by government, whether through relevant departments or otherwise, we will accomplish little. As chair, I will champion the cause of ownership of our development and provide an appropriate bridge for inclusive planning, implementation and monitoring of projects, resource mobilization, and to ensure constant and clear communication with residents.
Meanwhile, Minister for Community Development, Honorable Greta Roberts, has encouraged councillors to consider development using the resources available to the community. She highlighted the potential of Glassy Pool, a tourist attraction in the community.
Buika also has the Glassy Pool, a unique feature. Listen carefully. Where the ocean and the rocks in that part of the village make a great tourist attraction that, if well developed and promoted, can create greater economic activity for the people of this community. So councillors, let us find ways to use the skills, talents and assets of this community to bring social and economic benefits to more of the people of Buika.
The Buika Village Council was first inaugurated in 1975. Coming up next, the Creole News Highlights with Jenno Jacob.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel en créole, non, monsieur Jenno Jacob. Désastre Erika bouché chemin entre Savanne et Delices en 2015. Mais aujourd'hui, le gouvernement voit équipement pour commencer à ouvrir chemin. Nous parlons puis parler Petite Savanne, Honorable Julian Morris, contre projet ça là.
Nous à Savanne, nous avons regardé l'équipement avec machine pour nous commencer pont qui allait pour Delices. Ou déjà tellement sur radio qu'a dit projet ça qui commencé et qui prend 20 jours pour faire et il moun montant qu'a dit là si mon sont un magicien si comment ça fait en 20 jours mais 20 jours ça là c'est information mon tapé au monde qui a terre monde qui a travaillé là avec monde qui connaît qui qualité travail ça qui prend 20 jours pour finir travail ça mais comme dit nous n'importe bagaille ça fait et nous ça n'y a délai mais si rien pas fait en 20 jours nous que ça passe ici.
Désastre Erika détruit Chiméan.
Depuis 2015 Air Tropical Storm Erika affecté place là avec moun ti Savanne yo fait kay neuf ba yo belle vie parce que avis premier ministre la tapé que place là pas safe pour l'air mais après nous ka ouais après comme l'année passée place là à stabilité et le gouvernement a toujours dit que la place là que en manière satisfait que il safe pour travail yo te fait ça avec aujourd'hui jour ça là vini Nous avons plein moun Delices tout le temps, moun la plaine, moun ti Savanne, qui veulent vivre là, moun qui ni commerce, moun qui ni jardin. Nous sommes toujours ensemble avec eux. Nous toujours dit que nous pouvons faire travail là. Je suis content pour deux, pour mucho choses, pour quoi même. Je dis travail ça là, qu'a fait. Mois prochain, pas tellement longtemps. Nous allons jouer en juillet, moun qui a passé, tout ça que tout le monde est content, tout le monde qui bénéficie de travail ça là.
Construction de l'école secondaire Goodwill qui a continué. Pays chinois qui a bâti l'école là. Ça c'est projet après cyclone Maria. Gouvernement Dominique et puis pays chinois qui a bâti 6 l'école. Fondation l'école Goodwill j'ai fini. L'école là qui a une facilité pour préparation manger et puis chambre pour montrer étudiants comment pour faire hard, décès technical, comment pour ranger fridge et puis d'autres métiers. Il y a aussi une place pour jouer sport, une library et puis facilité moderne. The Green Climate Fund, organisation pour l'argent pour climatique verte, tient un workshop contre résilience climatique en communauté Dominique. L'agence là c'est pour développement résilience à sous plage costale Dominique. Projet a développé une stratégie pour protéger les zones costales contre cyclone et puis déluge. Tout ça, c'est pour protéger la vie et puis travail moun en la pêche, agriculture et puis tourisme. Ça, c'est tout à ce nouvel en créole. Non, moi, c'est Julian Jacob. Au revoir.
And now for your hurricane tip. Know your evacuation routes. Familiarize yourself with local evacuation routes and shelters. Have multiple routes mapped out in case some roads are blocked or congested. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS Dominica on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. You can also drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I am Julian Morris. Thank you for watching.